the Jake Giffin Podcast.
I have a place in San Diego. Do you know Torrey Pines Golf Course?
Yep.
They have this huge PGA. Right at the entry to it, there is a Torrey Pines glider port. It's the oldest paragliding site in the United States of America. And they have a flying chair. So if you have like a double amputee or you have somebody who has limited mobility in Torrey Pines, we can fly them now.
Oh,
And
yeah.
we have a big naval base right down in San Diego. So that the recreational site is ready to go in the United States. And then the rehab.
What are you so you're just lacking the rehab part and then the coaching and stuff part.
So basically, it took 2 years just to see how it should be, what they need, finding those people and professionals and seeing how much it's going to cost. And now the next step is to scale up. So my next, project is actually I'm going out and I'm telling people, look, it works. This is how much it costs. This is what they get. And I can get results a lot better than, organizations that have hundreds of millions in the bank.
Yeah.
Long-term results, not maybe like immediate results. I cannot do that. But long-term results, I get a lot better results because, nobody really tracks what happens to a guy who participated in something a year later or 2 years later.
Right. Yes. Besides the psychologist and besides that kind of deep work that you're doing with your clients, with your whatever they would be,
let's see. If I'm a mission, people who I serve, okay?
People you serve. So besides the deep work, you said you work with you give them coaching too. What kind of coaching are you doing with them?
In this specific case we were talking about, that's physical coaching because we teach them how to swim and we teach them how to cycle after they lost a leg or two.
Nice.
So, that was kind of coaching, but I am thinking the next step when it's 12 months out of the year and they're rehabbing here, there is a lot of more coaching. First of all, you can teach them languages and find something for them that they are going to do because, that's the biggest issue for them, to find something that they're going to do. And if I can figure that out, that would be next level, like space level. But
yeah. Well, look, man, if you're ever looking for somebody, look for goals and accountability and helping people get out of their head trash stuff. That's my forte. So, let me know what you're doing.
Should we talk about that, by the way? Because,
sure.
We talked for quite a while, but should we help people get out of their stuck points or?
Yeah, they're stuck points. I mean, look, I think there's a lot of reasons they would be stuck in this case, right? I mean, you got a grenade that blows up next to you. You're fairly traumatized. The psychologist is going to come in and kind of unravel a lot of that good stuff. But, a good coach that's looking forward to and programming how you might react to certain situations that might trigger you in the future. A lot of the people get stuck because they're anticipating a trigger that maybe does or doesn't exist. And so if you can, help them reprogram past that, visualize the move forward, visualize what they're going to do when certain things happen. You can preempt a lot of those things and get them moving forward even before the stimulus triggers them. So, we do a lot of things like that, man. I mean, it's, between hypnosis and NLP and a lot of things that I've that I've been involved in the last several years. It's a lot of good work moving people past their stuck states to see what they want to hit, see their goals, and be able to actually achieve them. It's pretty remarkable. But, so wherever they're getting hung up, psychologically, besides what the psychologist will help them do, a good mental coach, we could help them move forward in a lot of ways over time, for sure. So
Mhm.
if you're interested in talking about that, we can definitely set aside some time and
Thank you.
talk about some programming. But so you're in Turkey now. You're going to expand into maybe even San Diego, which is right down the street from us. So I'll take a camera down there and talk to those guys. I mean, I'd love to, whatever we can do to get the word out about Wings for Heroes. I think
So
it's
listen,
like phenomenal.
if they're next to you, there is after I found the chair, I came one more time, and there's a girl who has ALS, and she started adaptive impact.
Okay.
She was the first one who took the dust off the chair. I thought it was going to be me, but it was actually her, and she is flying people who, well, ALS, it's a good brain, bad body.
Yep.
She's been doing it this last year, so she's going strong. But when
Nice.
I have an important part. I need to set it up here that it's running 12 months out of the year.
Yeah.
And then I go to the States, and I'm working with Veterans of Foreign Affairs,
Nice.
VFW Post, and I
Yep.
start second week of February. So, I thought I would already be in the United States like November, but it just seems, I understand why, when somebody needs to come into the rehab, or they may lose their only leg, it takes priority over everything.
Sure. Yeah.
It would be nice having a rack program in the States, but I have to get this thing done first.
Patience.
Otherwise, I would have a lot of,
Patience. Well, based on your background.
Yeah, nobody knows my timeline, like putting myself all this precious, like, hey, look, there's like, nobody knows that it's just Lyubim's timeline in my head, but it tells you about, I think one of the things that you think about how you get big things done in life, like when you're starting out, you got to push through stuff, and you got to carry that energy, sometimes 10 years, 20 years. You just got to keep doing it, just got to keep working on whatever you're working on.
Perseverance, man. And look, you've had just a phenomenal, the last 20 years of your life has just been, or 30 years, just been absolutely bonkers. So whatever your goals are for Wings for Heroes, it's in Turkey, and extending that, getting it out to 12-month program. And then I'm sure, people don't just stumble onto Brian Tracy. I mean, first of all, he's super old now. He doesn't, he's still doing a lot of stuff, but that was a divine, kind of appointment.
Timing,
Steve
right?
Steve Forbes, Brian Tracy.
He's older too, he's older too.
Yeah,
now.
they're
he was
older.
Old then. He was old in 2011. He was like a grandpa.
Yeah. I mean,
was super young, right? But he was super old.
Yeah, I mean, it's almost like you didn't have to try to meet them. Your lives just came together at some point. Yeah. And so I have no doubt that for Wings for Heroes, where you're going to get out to a 12-month program in Turkey, and whatever you have planned for that organization worldwide, I think you're going to be able to accomplish. It's just going to take a little bit of time,
Thank you, Jake.
And getting the word out, and what you're doing for first responders and heroes of not just the military here, but whatever military probably is around the world, dude. I think you're on a fantastic track. And I think anybody who's listening to this podcast, watching these videos, you're looking for a way to get involved. Is it nonprofit, Lyubim?
No, it's a mission. So basically, I wanted to, at some point, I wanted to work as a for-profit, and I had an issue with, becoming a charity and asking for money. So it's a public benefit corporation.
Okay.
So by law, we are required the minimum that 50% of the profits has to go, to whatever public benefit we provide. In my case, it's service to veterans.
Yep.
And charities are not required to do it. So
that's right. But so they can donate.
Yeah, they can donate if they wanted to. And the basic things, two ways that anybody can help me. Number one is obviously, I like speaking, like we had a podcast with you, or presenting somewhere in the company. That is one of the ways, because I do speaking. And another thing would be just going on our website and watching. I try to make videos and try to update with what is going on. I'm super slow, but the story is out there. And I thought if people wanted to support me, the only way that you can do it from the website is to buy a hoodie or a t-shirt.
Yeah.
And what I did was I said, I priced them plus $40 from cost. So if I sell 100, that's 1 month of rehab, and all the money that all the profit goes to rehabilitation. It doesn't service. There's no admin. There is nothing added on it. So from wingsforheroes.org on support, or if there are companies that are looking, to donate and become a partner in helping me grow in the United States, or bringing more veterans, and specifically saying, look, I want to sponsor a veteran like for a month or two or whatever.
Yeah.
That is helpful too. And you just hit this contact button on the website, because I don't have any staff, I don't pay any salaries, I don't have overhead. My studio is donated by a local business. So the reason it was $4,000 total expenses for a month of rehab is because I did all the work.
Yeah.
Which is cool. I will continue doing as much as possible and using volunteers, so.
Yeah. Well, and if people want to volunteer, they can reach out to you. Is that?
Of course.
You take volunteers.
They will have to come. They will have to come to Turkey, but of course.
No problem.
It would be a super fun, super easy volunteer time, because
what an adventure that would be if you could take off time and go to Turkey to volunteer for Wings for Heroes and see life-changing things happening over the process of whether it's recreational 10 days or you're there for a month. Look, $4,000, if you got $4,000 burning a hole in your pocket and you're looking to really bless a veteran, first responder, if you're really looking, send it to Lyubim. There's nowhere you're going to get a month of programming for somebody who has experienced a traumatic event and who needs to, and who's trying to figure out a way forward. Coaching, psychology, jumping off cliffs and flying 3,000 feet high. I mean, look, all this stuff is, you're not going to be able, for a month, $4,000, send $4,000 to Lyubim. That's it's gonna go. It's gonna go to.
Thank you, Jake.
It's gonna go to a great cause.
A long way. Yeah. Thank you.
Yeah, absolutely, man. Hey, thanks for being on the podcast. I hope we can do this again real soon.
Absolutely.
All right, brother.
Absolutely.
Let's do that. I'm gonna record this too. I'm gonna record this too. So this is we're looking at the Wings for Heroes. This is going to be like
being put in the photo album.
Yeah, photo album. This is super cool.
And because it's like a mirror, I cannot get it in the middle. And let me try.
Yeah, no, we get it. I can see it.
Okay. So he actually was sitting at home and he gained a lot of weight and he got really chunky. And
he got really chunky.
Yeah. This is the pool.
Wow.
This is how they work in the pool.
That's cool. Yeah. The pool is cool. I didn't mean
No,
to
he
run
put him in the back, he turned him on to how to swim, not just the front, but the back. And I have to show you.
He's doing a backstroke with a prosthetic leg?
Oh, no leg. They took it off.
No leg.
I had to cut off this picture because it went on for like another half a mile with all the kids and everybody who showed up. We had a huge bike ride,
Yeah.
Look, upside down. Sorry. This was the end of it.
That's cool.
So, this is the guy who is on the motorcycle. He's a 30-year veteran of Turkish Air Force. And when they came, one of the volunteers said, look, what is the one thing that you cannot do at home? And he's like, I cannot ride a motorcycle since this, since the amputation. Said, I tried and I keep falling.
Wow, yeah.
And this guy shows up in the Indian and we take him out. And this is our, in Turkey, they get only 1 day off. And that's everybody, all the volunteers showed up, which I think one of the big accomplishments is that they even show up on Sundays.
They only get 1 day from work, so they have a 6-day work week?
Yeah. And they have a 50-week year. They have only 2 weeks off. They have 2 holidays a year that they officially take off. So it's a really, you know,
Wow. Yeah. I mean, and so then the one day they have off, they're volunteering at Wings for Heroes.
they all came. There's only one who did not make it for breakfast,
Fantastic.
but all of them showed up. And the
That-
breakfast, they said, look, you guys got to, I'm going to tell you what the soul of the whole mission is. We started from Lyubim being young, growing up during Afghanistan war, and explaining why I do what I do.
Yeah.
They got to hear the whole story. Yeah.
That's fantastic. Dude, you're doing great work, man. It's gonna be blessed. We'll see what over the next couple years you're gonna see
Thank you.
you're gonna see as you see.
Yeah, no, it's like like the liftoff is the most difficult. I understand everything feels so slow, Like my number 2 is at home, he's drinking, it's winter, they have no electricity, they're under drone and ballistic attacks. He didn't get a break, He didn't get a break. And I understand that. So for me, it's like the time urgency is related not to me. Everything is great,
Yeah.
It's 85 degrees. We were flying all day today. It's like,
Yeah.
yesterday was my last longest day, like full day of working.
Mhm.
Today, because we have time difference, I could fly during the day. So we were flying today.
Yeah.
I'm like, it'd be so nice to have them on the beach,
Right.
But I had to go to the States, and I couldn't bring him here right now. And it's like all this, but it will be nice, once I have
It's all
a
time.
permanent facility, permanent place,
Yeah.
I will be so cost efficient that and it would work. It would be, look, here are the results. More people, not just 1 or 2, but all the time. Something's going to come out.
Well, it's all time,
really-
and it's like you said, it's the beginning stuff. Getting that escape velocity is the same whether you're building a business or you're building, a group or a nonprofit or whatever it is. It is the foundation of it, and getting enough momentum to where it's turning.
But it's going, turning, exactly. And I'm just, I get to this, and we're gonna push another one.
Yeah. It's
I did, Jake, like I finally did everything that I needed to do to go to people and say, look, it works. Because I know, I've been around long enough to understand that everybody has an idea, but the idea is it's worthless.
Right.
Like until you put it to action and show that it works and people can see the results.
Right.
Like this.
Yeah.
Like, it was just an idea, and mine it's real. And it's actually amazingly worked out a lot differently and more meaningful than I expected. If you see how everybody's affected around, like the community, when they see they're like 20-year-olds missing a leg and just they're all wearing our logos and people know where they're coming from. They know exactly what happened. There's no question about it.
Is that photo album available in your store? Or is that just a prototype?
Yeah, it should be, huh? It should be, huh? This is the one I needed to go to the States 3 weeks ago. I printed it and this is what I took with me because, I cannot bring a website and show a website and I just had to have something.
Yeah, I would, if you're a good writer, I would tell those people stories in that book.
Yeah. I was thinking about, there are 2 things. I want to tell a story like there are stories of, man, if you sit down, you'd be like,
yeah. Dude, you should start do a podcast, dude. Just interview all the people you have coming in.
I want to write a book. I have a lot of, I really have to. I'm doing a lot of work that is time consuming.
Yeah.
Like when they come, I have to pick them up. I have to drive them. I have to schedule. I go to all the sessions. Now I don't really need to go to all the sessions, but they react differently when you go to sessions with them. Like, they really like, oh shit, man. He not just like brought me here and like left me. He is going everywhere.
Yes.
I go to every single physical therapy session. We're doing it,
So
and
good.
My therapist she schedules mine after his, and he would sit there and wait until I work out my shoulder. And he works out his leg, Sometimes she does us together if we're doing.
That's fantastic.
If we're all doing leg exercises, okay? So 2 guys, 3 legs.
Yeah.
I have some videos on the website. If you hit media,
okay.
watch those little movies. I made some movies about the rehab. It's like few minutes, 30 seconds, but I think you will definitely, it's better than this. It's a movie.
Yeah, well,
And I wrote the music, I wrote the songs. I like the last few, it's all Lyubim production.
very nice. I mean, look, man,
Yeah.
document everything, and it's only a matter of time before Wings for Heroes is
Thank you.
soaring, so to speak.
It's been
That's-
tough, you know.
Yeah.
It's been really uphill for sure.
Dude, I mean, you know, I wouldn't, not for nothing. It's not my organization, but if it were me, I wouldn't go anywhere without a GoPro strapped to my chest.
Yeah.
I would, you know, I'd document everything. I mean, you know, because there's money out there. There's money out there that can be raised. There's a lot of wealthy people, and it's only just a matter of letting them know that you
Yeah.
exist. You know,
I'm looking for that one. That's what I know.
you know
One who
more about
says,
finance
this
than
is
I do.
real.
Yeah.
Ah,
You're gonna, as soon as you find a couple wealthy donors that need more tax write-offs. I mean, you know more about that than anybody.
listen,
But-
man, like when I was busy, when I was working in the States, I was a registered investment advisor and I had a lot of business coming in. Like people would come, real people, I would hand them the check. I mean, like I know how it's done. I don't have the time. I can't help you. I cannot volunteer. Really, I can't. I'm busy.
Yep.
What do you need? We need here. Okay. I feel good. They feel good. Bye.
Yeah.
Like that.
Yeah. So look, I mean,
I think anybody who that's one thing. Any first responders that walked into our office walked out with the check
yeah,
all the time, man. There was this police, fire department, the EMS fundraising in our office was just like,
yeah,
and I could not help in any other way. I could not say thank you, and you know, you feel obligated to help because how can I not? You know, out of all the people who is on this planet,
yeah.
you know, after September 11th, I'm the one of the few who's aware of what you do and
Yeah. Well, you
how
got a
it
great,
works,
you got,
how unfairly it works, you know.
yeah, you got a great story, bro. I mean, I think it's going to take, it's only a matter of time before it takes off. You'll look back on this struggle time and
I am
be
coming
like,
back to you, you know, because you're the most verbal one who's, you know, a lot of people's great success, but you are the one who verbalized it the most, that you see it being successful. So I'm coming back to you whenever it would be, and we're going to pull up this recording and we're going to talk about it.
I'm here for it, brother. And if you need any help with the coaching stuff, let me know.
Thank you.
If you enjoyed this show, make sure to subscribe and leave a review. For more information about Jake, log on to jakegiffin.com and find him on all social media platforms.